When we were kids, we lied our heads off. I didn't do it. I was dead at the time. I was on the moon with Steve. And your dad's going, I haven't even accused you of anything yet. Oh, all right. What's the question? What? Did you brush your teeth? No. Yes. What's correct? And what? Yeah. I was dead at the time. Then when you're more mature, you do start telling the truth in odd situations. I'm sorry, I've broken a glass. I've broken this. Is that an expense? I've broken it. I'll pay for that. I'm sorry. And you do that so that people in the room might go, what a strong personality that person has. I like to have sex with people with strong personalities. And I broke other things. I've smashed that, and that's gone. And I've just thrown the cat out the window. And ooh, yeah. So, perjury. If you commit perjury, I don't care. Don't give a shit. I don't think you should, because you grade murder. You have murder 1, murder 2. You realize that there can be a difference in the level of murder. So there must be a difference in the level of perjury. Perjury 1 is when you're saying there's no Holocaust, when, 10 million people have died in it. And perjury 9 is when you said you shagged someone when you didn't. It's... swingers. And St. Paul, he wrote letters, didn't he? St. Paul's letter to the Corinthians, always writing to the Corinthians. St. Paul's letter to the Corinthians, chapter 1, verses 1 to 53. Dear Corinthians, as you can tell from my preamble, it's going to be quite a long letter. Here we go. Don't do bad things, only do good things. Always treat your neighbour like someone who lives near to you. Never put a sock in a toaster. Never put jam on a magnet. Never throw your granny in a bag. Never suck all the juice out of a vampire. Never lean over on a Tuesday. Lots of other things, but I've got to go and have a Mars bar now. Love Paul, brackets, saint. Is that how you wrote his name? Paul, brackets, saint. BA honours. Yeah, so he wrote this, right, there's the end of the letter. The Corinthians, Corinth. They must have been a bit fucked off over in Corinth, postman go around, come on, one of you Corinthians, got to take this letter. Oh, fuck off. That's off from old Mona St. Paul, isn't it? No. I don't want it. You've got to take it. Come on, it's got to get a signature for it. Oh, fuck off. It says the Corinthians, plural. Oh, someone else. You've been here. What does it say? Don't do this, don't do that. Never put a sock in a toaster. Jam on a magnet. Ooh, he's lost his brain, hasn't he? Whose idea was it to be a pen pal with St. Paul anyway? That fucking backfired, didn't it? You're supposed to stop doing it about 15. He's been going for years. Come on, Corinthians, come on, general meeting. Right, we're going to write a letter back to him. Stop all this rubbish. The Corinthians letter back to St. Paul. Chapter 1, verses 1 to 1,000,000. More letters to follow. Tuesday the 28th. Of something. Dear Paul, bracket saint, apparently. Fuck off! Who are you? Why do you keep sending us letters? You arrogant bastard, to send a letter to an entire city. What do you want us to do? Put us up on a board or something? Just fuck off. You're coming on like Alistair Cook, for fuck's sake. Never put a sock in a toaster. What's all that about? You daft git. Love and kisses, the Corinthians. Kiss, Steve Corinthian, Fred the Corinthian, George the Corinthian. There we go, St. Paul, outside Corinth. But we play bad guys. Like, take The Empire Strikes Back from the Star Wars trilogy. And the Death Star. The Death Star just full of British actors opening doors and going, oh. What is it, Lieutenant Sebastian? It's just the rebels, sir. They're here. My God, man. Do they want tea? No, I think we're after something more than that, sir. I don't know what it is, but they brought a flag. Damn, that's dash cunning of them. Ah, Lord Vader.
Oh, hello.
Because he was only impressive because he had that James L. Jones voice.
I am Vader. The Force is strong with you.
If he had a much more, hello. Look, I'm Lord Vader, and just pay a bloody attention, all right? Luke, the Force is strong with you. Is it? Yeah. Well, who told you that? Some bloke. Yeah, he said the Force is really rather strong with you. Well, how strong? As strong as a small pony. Oh, that's quite strong, that is. Ah, toasters are good. Like them. Like toast. It's got a toaster there, but it's got a turny dial knob thing on the side. And it lies to us. It does not tell the truth, for it has numbers from 1 to 6, and they lie. You set on 4, you put bread in on 4, and boom, comes up 3. This is free toast, no good at all. Hardly done. You set and change to 5, it comes up 6. This is 6, all burnt. Scrape. Oh, fuck it, forget it. Because the toaster's in there going, stay down, lad, stay down. Stay down, go for the burn. No pain, no gain. No fish, no fowl. No socks, no shoes. No hair, no haircut. And the other toast going, what the hell are you talking about? I don't know. It's quite like saying it. I think with toast, it's 1.5 times for each piece of toast. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong here. Toast goes in, comes up, soon, immediately you don't even look at it, you whack it straight down again. Then you wander around the kitchen with one eye on the toaster. The whole automated idea is lost as you have to... Because the toast waits, and it's going, wait till he looks at the cup of soup, And then you're there going, cup of soup, pot noodle, cup of soup, pot noodle, cup of soup, pot... Oh, no, it's burning! Oh, no, in the bin. And it gets stuck in there, and you know you're not supposed to put a knife in. But you're an adult now. It's your toaster. You want to live on the edge, so get knives in, toaster, get knives. And forks as all cutlery in the toaster, and use a whisk as well. Whisk, get it in. Take it and do it in the bath, Do it. Eat a jam sandwich at the same time, and light matches burn the house down. The same people who make toasters make showers. For they have a turny button too that lies. For we know turn for hot, turn for cold. But the only position we're interested in is the position between there and there. 1 nanomillimeter between fantastically hot and fucking freezing. Everyone who gets into a shower, they immediately become like a safe breaker. You have 2 positions in the shower. One position is this, and the other position is this! What the hell? Stop using taps! Everyone in West London, stop using taps! And there's someone in the same bathroom as you going... And you're going, hey, stop using taps, I'm in the shower. I am not using taps. I'm letting a mouse run over my hands.
Fathers landed in 16... They set off from Plymouth and landed in Plymouth. How lucky is that? This is Plymouth. We've just come from Plymouth. We've gone round the circle. Lads, back on the bus. They finally got there and said, this is where our God has brought us to. We can practice our religion here. We can raise a family. There's nobody here. Excuse me? There's nobody here. Yes, a land empty of human existence. Who the fuck are these guys? What's all this, please? No, we don't want any of your food, thank you very much. Just put some clothes on. Meanwhile, that winter... Excuse me, do you have any food? I love all this. Lovely. Yes, I'm sorry, we're a bit brusque when we first arrived. We didn't realize you owned the entire country. But you have no system of ownership. Interesting. Maybe that can come in useful later. Food, thank you very much. Very nice. Yes, there's more of us coming, but we'll keep our promises. So the American government lied to the Native Americans for many, many years. And then President Clinton lied about a relationship, and everyone was surprised. A little naive, I feel.
If you've been in a big aeroplane recently, no one's listening. There's a problem, I believe, with no one's listening to the security announcements, you know, the safety things, because everyone's going, there, lights flash, flash, pull the thing, and death. It's a kind of, all right, you know, but so the pilots have been told to sort of, you know, kick up the importance of these speeches, and they're going, no, please do listen to the safety. I mean, please do, because we've changed things around now. Yeah, you don't know what we're doing. We're putting the life jacket on back to front now, and some of the safety exits, some of them are false. No, they're not true at all. Yeah, and listen very carefully, because I've got a bad feeling about this flight. I don't think we're going to make it. After that announcement, everyone's going, show me everything. Right. Private showing. Show me again. That's good. No, I'm putting it on now. Fuck it, I'm putting it on now. Yes, I'll have a cup of coffee, thanks. And they have these life jackets, and you pull it, and you've got a little pipe here for top up. And I don't know about you, but I don't want top up. I want stays up. Top up implies hole in, implies having to... I want fucking stays up, no hole in the first place, thank you very much. Bloody top up. No, it's all a bit sort of tea and crumpets with the vicar, top up, yeah. You crash in the Atlantic, bobbing around. Oh, you survived as well, well done. Care for a top up? Couldn't top me up, could you? No, I didn't need it, I'm just trying to break the ice. Hey, float over here, float over here, float over here. Look, 2 pipes, pan pipes. It's 2,000 miles to Europe, 1,000 miles to America. You've got your whistle. Ooh. A little light going beep, beep. I've done a bit of Latin in my time. But I can control it, you know. Never let it get out of hand. I just, you know, I have a dealer, and he sells me Latin transcripts, and, you know, okay, late at night, you just feel like translating Latin for a bit. Upstairs, smoking in the coach room, speaking. I don't know what I'm talking about now. No, I did Latin. I learned a moa sumat, a mama sumatis amant, and it comes in handy. Yes. Sometimes you're queuing at a petrol station at 3 a.m. in the morning, and there's a lot of murderers behind you, and you turn around and go, a moa marsaman, a mama samatis amant. And they go, fuck, he knows Latin. He knows a dead language. Run, head for the hills. Head for Azerbaijan. Run round the forecourt. Yeah, remember I did it as an option. Yeah. And the teachers with options say, oh yes, learn Latin. It gives you a whole underlying knowledge of all the European languages. I go, well, why didn't I just learn the European languages then? That's a good point, yes. You know, it's very rare you're at Frankfurt Airport and someone's going, ja, mein Herr, was ist los? And you're going, sprechen Sie Latin? Pugnato sum und cum quod un Romanes habet gallum pugnato fish. Ja, aber was ist los? I don't know. I don't know what is los. Do tell me. So I didn't think it was very useful to learn, really. Yeah. And St. Paul, he wrote letters, didn't he? St. Paul's letter to the Corinthians. Always writing to the Corinthians. St. Paul's letter to the Corinthians, chapter 1, verses 1 to 53. Dear Corinthians, as you can tell from my preamble, it's going to be quite a long letter. Here we go. Don't do bad things, only do good things. Always treat your neighbour like someone who lives near to you. Never put a sock in a toaster. Never put jam on a magnet. Never throw your granny in a bag. Never suck all the juice out of a vampire. Never lean over on a Tuesday. Lots of other things, but I've got to go and have a Mars bar now. Love, Paul, brackets, Saint. Is that how he wrote his name? Paul, brackets, Saint. BA honours. Yeah, so he wrote this, right, there's the end of the letter. The Corinthians, Corinth. They must have been a bit fucked off over in Corinth, don't you think? Postman go around, come on, one of you Corinthians, got to take this letter. Oh, fuck off. That's off for old Mona St. Paul, isn't it? No. I don't want it. You've got to take it. Come on, it's got to get a signature for it. Oh, fuck off. It says the Corinthians, plural. Ask someone else. Live in here. As I say, don't do this, don't do that. Never put a sock in a toaster. Jam on a magnet. Ooh, he's lost his brain, hasn't he? Whose idea was it to be a pen pal with St. Paul anyway? That fucking backfired, didn't it? You're supposed to stop doing it about 15. He's been gone for years. Come on, Corinthians, come on, general meeting. Right, we're going to write a letter back to him. Stop all this rubbish. The Corinthians letter back to St. Paul. Chapter 1, verses 1 to 1,000,000. More letters to follow. Tuesday the 28th. Of something. Dear Paul, bracket Saint, apparently. Fuck off! Who are you? Why do you keep sending us letters? You arrogant bastard, to send a letter to an entire city. What do you want us to do? Put us up on a board or something? Just fuck off. You're coming on like Alistair Cook, for fuck's sake. And never put a sock in a toaster. What's all that about? You daft git. Love and kisses, the Corinthians. Kiss. Steve the Corinthian, Fred the Corinthian, George the Corinthian. There we go, St. Paul. Outside Corinth. And the Carthaginians as well. Oh, they gave the Romans hell, because they attacked Rome. The Carthaginians attacked Rome over the Alps on elephants. And the Romans were never expecting that. Yes. And we had the pagans in Britain, because you didn't really have the pagans here. You had the Native Americans, and it was much more of a warrior, aboriginal type existence. And we had the pagans. They were into sex, death, and religion in an interesting nighttime telly type of way. And we had the Druids, long white robes, long white beards, early transvestites, didn't get their shaving together. And they built Stonehenge, one of the biggest henges in the world. No one's built a henge like that ever since. No one knows what the fuck a henge is. Before Stonehenge, there was Woodhenge and Strawhenge. But a big bad wolf came and blew them down. And 3 little piggies were relocated to the projects. But they built Stonehenge, and it's built in an area called Salisbury Plain in the south of England, and the area of Salisbury Plain where they built it is very because that's good, you know, it's a mystical thing. Build it in a mystical area. You don't want to build it in an area that's there you build Trump Tower. But yeah, so they built it there, and the stones are 50 foot high, 30 foot long, 20 foot deep, and other measurements as well. And the stones are not from round there. That's the amazing thing. I mean, remember, this is BC... This is before the BC AD changeover, when everyone was going... You didn't have to wind your watch back, you had to get a new bloody watch. Well, it's AD, is it now? Fuck it, oh, right. And the Muslim people going, AD? Who's he? Yes. Good laugh there. And, so yeah, the stones are from 200 miles away, in Wales. So these guys in Wales were obviously carving the rocks out of the very living mountain. You know, fantastic, building a henge, are we? That's a fantastic idea. It's a marvellous religion the Druids have got, yes. A lot of white clothing, I like that. There we go. And they smash out a huge stone, and then they put tree trunks down to roll it along on. All right, walk it along. Here we go, here we go. Help you push them along. All right, it's not far, is it? And the Druid's going, heave, everyone, heave. Well done, everyone. You're doing very well. You'll love it when you see it. I've seen some of the drawings already. It's very special. After 200 miles, you fucking bastards, you never told us 200 miles. 200 miles in this day and age, I don't even know where I live now. I wish the Christians would hurry up and get here. And they set all the stones up, and the Druid's still there tinkering around, going, no, that stone and this one, can we swap them round? Let us flip back to God, who has a second go at making things. And he makes the human beings, and he puts them on the earth. But they start to worship false idols and cows made out of gold. So he says to Jesus, Jesus, you've got to go down there, and you've got to set up a new bit of me religion. It's supposed to be a me religion. And they're worshipping cows who eat their own sick. I don't eat my own sick. Yes, you do. But before it comes sick. All right, that's a technicality. Now just get on down there. And don't bet any of that bloody pagan shit going on, all right? Comes back 33 years later. You bastard! They treated me worse than the fucking dinosaurs. God damn it, they cut my head off, but they nailed me to a tree for 3 days. Well, I'm sorry, I didn't know. You knew all the time. Opposable thumbs, you knew. They got hammers. They're fucking twisted, this lot. Well, what happened? Well, I went down, I told them to hang out, I got some fishermen to help me, and that was crap, because they were all hippie fishermen, and going, I converted someone to Christianity, they were this big, I thought it was that big, oh, it got away. And the rich came up to me, and they said they want to get in the kingdom of heaven. I said, well, it was easier for a camel to get through an eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to get in the kingdom of heaven. That was pretty surreal of you. Yeah, well, I'd been smoking a bit that day. But the rich, they got huge blenders and put camels into them, and they made them into liquid camel, and then they squirted them with very fine jets through the eyes of needles. So they're all coming up now. But then I did the Last Supper, and I gave them some wine, and I said, drink this wine, it is my blood. You said what? I said, drink this wine, it is my blood. I was trying to make a ceremony, but that's vampirism. Vampiric thing, drink my blood. You've got pagan things right then, day one of the new religion. Oh, sorry. Why don't you just say, drink this wine, it's a Merlot? Oh, yeah. Did you say anything else? What do you mean? Well, after you said the wine thing, did you say anything else that might have screwed things up? Forever and ever. No? Nothing at all? No? Nothing about bread? Yes? What'd you say? Well, I said, eat this bread. It is my favorite. Because it was hot and it had all the crinkly bits in it and I loved it. And... All right, I said it was my body, okay? That's cannibalism. You have got vampirism and cannibalism right at the beginning. Oh, gee, and you died on Easter, the biggest pagan ceremony in the history of ever. You're going to celebrate the year of your death in a different year each year, depending on where the moon is, for God's sake. If they don't work out that's pagan, I'll just eat my hat. Dad, don't worry, no one's going to work it out for 2,000 years until a transvestite points it out in New York. Oh, all right. Well, what would you have done? I would have done cheese and wine. Cheese and wine goes together better. Eat this cheese, it is my body. But it's Judea, Dad. Cheese melts. All right, eat this cheese, it is my central nervous system, all right? All right, listen. Want to eat these chicken drumsticks? They are my legs. Eat these carrots? They are my arms. Eat this tomato? It is my head. And eat these oysters? They are my kneecaps. If you do that, Dad, your Holy Communion is going to have priests going around with lots of trays going, who ordered the body of Christ then? But the Spartans were crazy. They would oil themselves before battle so no one could take them alive. I got him. Hang on. These guys, it's like fighting fish over here, Xerxes. Xerxes, put the Scrabble board down, mate. Who invented travel, Scrabble? Come on, we're trying to do something here. These blokes, and they were tactically very clever. Because, I mean, the Spartans, it's 300 Spartans against 50,000, 100,000 Persians. No one knows how many Persians. They now think it could have been all the Persians. Persia was empty that day, they believe. So that was Spartans. Greeks fought with the phalanx. They would have a whole group of people with 20-foot spears. You couldn't get at them. They had 20-foot spears. Unless one of your group was crazy enough to say, don't worry, I'll lead the way. Sacrifice himself on the spear. Oh, I can't do that. Funk, funk, funk. Told you. Extra 2 foot on my spear. Oh, God, he's heavy. I gotta wiggle him off the end. Funk, funk. Crap. I think you're signaling. I'm not. I'm just trying to get dead guy off the end of my spear. They probably think he's a pole vaulter having a really weird, having a real tough day at the office. These gigs are just for me, you realise. Come off my spear. Hang on. Okay. I can't see anything. I can't see anything. Hang on. Okay, I'm good. Then the Romans came in with a short pointy sword, turned it sideways, and hang on. Welcome to the second line of defense. I'm just going to get a sherbet or something. But in America, it was different. The Founding Fathers landed in 16... They set off from Plymouth and landed in Plymouth. How lucky is that? This is Plymouth. We've just come from Plymouth. We've gone round the circle, lads, back on the bus. They finally got there, said, this is where our God has brought us to. We can practice our religion here. We can raise a family. There's nobody here. Excuse me? There's nobody here. Yes, a land empty of human existence. Who the fuck are these guys? What's all this, please? No, we don't want any of your food, thank you very much. Just put some clothes on. Meanwhile, that winter... Excuse me, do you have any food? I love all this. Lovely idea. Yes, I'm sorry, we're a bit brusque when we first arrived. We didn't realize you owned the entire country. But you have no system of ownership. Interesting. Maybe that can come in useful later. Food, thank you very much. Very nice. Yes, there's more of us coming, but we'll keep our promises. So the American government lied to the Native Americans for many, many years. So I think under the logic situation, Captain God with the big beard, he must have created the dinosaurs. And Jesus must have asked a few questions like, Dad, what are these dinosaurs? What were they all about? Big, hairy, well, not hairy, were they? Big, slimy bastards. Teeth, small hands. What's that, for playing piano? Brain in the head, a brain in the bum? What's a bum brain for? I don't know. Well, I'll explain to you, Jesus. What I did was I created the world in 7 days. Then on the 8th... Dad, are you going to do this James Mason impression all the way through? Be quiet, you cherubim and seraphim. Sorry, Dad, they're very noisy up here in heaven. Just let the blind down. All right, go on. Well, as I was saying, you're not going to do that, James. Do your real voice. My real voice is a bit weird. All right, do the James Mason. Well, okay. So if I do this crap, it's not my fault. No, it's not his fault. Yeah. But I don't know what you're talking about. All right, forget that. Anyway, who am I? Quick. Oh, yes. Created the world in 6 days. 7th day, rested. 8th day, actually rested as well. 9th day, rested, because I had just made a world, you know. 10th day, rested. Actually, I rested from then on, really. 14th day, I decided to smoke all the marijuana I had taken, just to test the first batch. On the 15th day, I decided to smoke all the opium I had created, just to test the first batch. And on the 309th day, I woke up again. And I decided to create 500 huge monsters that I'd seen just the night before. Dad, did you have to make them so stupid? Well, I didn't know what I was doing. I was off my tits, so... But then Jesus had to go down onto the planet Earth and preach the word of the Lord to the dinosaurs. And he was not happy about... I'm not going down there. You must go down. That's your job. That's what the son does. Oh, for fuck's sake, what does Mum think of all this? Well, I think she agrees with me. It'd be good character building stuff. Just because she's an elven queen. What, Galadriel? Yeah. My wife? Yeah. No one's going with it. All right. I don't know who she is, Dad. No. All right. All right, I'll go down. So he goes down, and he goes on the world, and there's dinosaurs everywhere. Said Jesus. Trying to blend in. And he goes into a dinosaur bar. As soon as he walks in, all the dinosaurs stop what they're doing. Glang, 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 glang. Other dinosaurs playing cards. Rawr. And Jesus said, my name is Jesus, and I'm son of God in one religion. And he said, I've come to read you stuff from my father's book that we're hoping to get a publisher for. It's called the Holy Bible. We may change the pronunciation on that. But we think a Bible is what people should have. Have a Bible. Sometimes, maybe in the future, people have Biblies in all the hotel rooms. You can say, look at the Bible. People will pay attention. Anyway, these are just some ideas, you know, these are all rough that my dad said. One's, blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. All right, we'll cross that one out. Because they won't mind. No, we're fine, really, that's fine. Not inherit the earth? All right, we don't need to inherit the earth. Do you mind if you just don't inherit the earth? We'll do blessed are the meek, and that's it. That's as far. All right, do we inherit anything? No. Maybe an old picture of an aunt. Well, we're all right with that, thank you. Because the meek have had a hell of a time, as Python talked about, and but you think the meek, they were supposed to inherit the earth. You think now they should be having meetings all over the world, saying, well, I'd like to call the meeting to order. Has anyone inherited the earth? Well, I inherited a car from my aunt, Ford Cortina. Well, that's not exactly the earth, is it, Simon? I think we should pool our assets and get guns. That's the only thing people pay attention to. Lock and load. What do we want? We want the earth. When do we want it? Now, motherfucker. Oh, you want some, do you? Come on, you bastards. It's our fucking earth. The meek. They want it all. And to sit on you, I'm sorry, don't watch this film if you're on ibuprofen. If your legs are nailed to your mother. If your jam lives in your... Anyway, said Jesus. Right. I'm back here, said Jesus. Yes, so this is the Holy Bible, the meek. What about not blessed are the meek, they should inherit the earth. Blessed are the huge, scaly monsters, for they shall doubtlessly inherit the earth unless something awful happens with the temperature. And suddenly, an Archaeopteryx came screaming out of left field and took Jesus' head off. Fudum. And Jesus goes back up to heaven with his head on his shoulder saying, Dad, they're a bunch of bastards. Well, what happened? Well, they took my head off. I'll have to talk with my hand now. That's what I have to do now. Well, that's what did you do? I'll turn the world thermostat down to 0 degrees Kelvin. Minus 273 degrees centigrade. Have you been at the physics books again? Oh, sorry, I thought I was talking my hand. Have you been at the physics books again? Oh, yeah. Well, your stepmother be proud. Well, so he killed all the dinosaurs. God killed them all. Then he went down there and he took all the dinosaurs and he put each one inside a stone. But then God seemed to wait 65 million years doing this. So that's why I don't swing with the whole Christian thing, because it's got this 65 million year gap that doesn't make sense. Yes, back in Roman times when people died, they had professional mourners come in, which is a totally weird idea. So my husband is dead, Miss Claudius is dead, and there's not enough grief. There's not enough grief in this house to warrant his death. I wish to beef up the grief. Slave, get a message off down to Mourners R Us, will you? Tell them I wish to beef up the grief. And here's 10 denarii for your trouble, and give it straight back, you're a slave. What do you think you're doing? And I've become a very smooth guy. Good afternoon, I'm Mr. Marcellus. I am from Mourners R Us. Oh. It's just a free sample there. Now... It's very impressive. Yes, I thought you'd... We can do both hands, ambidextrous. Oh, Mr. Claudius is dead. What a tragedy. A great man. Was he a great man? I hope he was. Great big man, anyway. Well, we have several funerals on offer this week. We have a special on for the cheap, what we call the oh bum he's dead funeral. It's our bargain, 25 denarii, and that's just Mr. Claudius out front and just myself, about 10 meters behind, just a little bit pissed off. Oh bum. That's the oh bum funeral. Not much bother, shove him in the ground, no problem. For full 50 denarii, we get myself and Flavius here, either side of the funeral cortege, slightly more G'd up, slightly more, oh, what a tragedy, what a tragedy. He was a great man. If we could have a CV at this point, we'll show, oh, he made jam, played the ukulele, all these things. George Formby quartet. And we'll poke people with sticks to make them cry more. Go on, cry, you bastards. That's our 50 denarii. And for full 100 denarii, you get all four of us carrying the deceased along, and then we'll gently lower him into the ground on straps, and then we'll twang him into a tree. That end bit isn't really authentic, is it? But I just used to tail off that whole piece, and so I started twanging him into trees, and it gets a big laugh, and then I carry on. That's comedy for you. But we are kind of, lugubrious about, funerals and people dying, and we always mourn the death rather than celebrating the life. It's a different attitude. And I think, twang them into trees, that's what I say. Wouldn't you rather die and be twung into a tree? The jury's out on that, Just think about it, Give a lot of fun to people. We go on. Oh, we didn't. Bring him back, go on. Dual funerals. Funerals on bonfire nights. It's an option. We can go that way if we want. So there was a lot of that, and we built up empires. We stole countries. That's how you build an empire. We stole countries with the cunning use of flags. Yeah. You just sail around the world and stick a flag in. I claim India for Britain. And they go, you can't claim us, we live here. 500 million of us. Do you have a flag? We don't need a bloody flag. It's our country, you bastard. No flag, no country. You can't have one. That's the rules that I've just made up. And I'm backing it up with this gun that was lent from the National Rifle Association. That was it, And Queen Victoria became Empress of India. She never even fucking went there, She was one of our more frumpy queens. They're all frumpy, aren't they? Because it's a bad idea when cousins marry. Bottom of the gene pool, it's just scraping the barrel there. Haven't got enough for any more you royals there, sorry. First rule of genetics, spread the genes apart, But the royals are just obsessed with it. Are you a royal family? Are you a royal member? Well, then you can marry me because you're the same gene pool and our IQs will go down the toilet. Fantastic. That's why there's no, crazy royals. They're all kind of, hello, what do you do? You're a plumber. What on earth is that? So, yeah. And the Second World War, after the Second World War, that's when all the empires sort of dissolved. And we came first in the Second World War, but we were financially fucked by the end of the Second World War. Because there was a period of time, it was just us and the Nazis. And they'd been making weapons for ages. They had a head start. We were going, get the tanks out, we haven't got any tanks, get that ice cream van out there, get it out there. Kill. All right, oh, fuck it. Fuck off. Everything, just throw everything at them, That's not hard. Orange fruities and zooms. Throw the zooms. Fuck off, you bastard. Pots and pans. Get pots. Just throw the pots and pans at them. So by the time America came in, because you were watching a US cavalry film, because the US cavalry always comes in just towards the end of the film. Okay, let's go, America. I love the smell of Europe in the morning. So, how you doing? And we were going, fucking hell, where have you been? Having breakfast. So, what's going on, hey? So America did well, Russia did well, and they deservedly so, because 500,000 American soldiers died, 500,000 British soldiers died, and about 26 million Russian soldiers died, soldiers and civilians. And that's just 50 times as many. It's just unfucking believable. You know, and no one mentions this. This is just figures I discovered, and that's why they put up, because I mean, Napoleon had been steaming in there, 100 years before. I'm gonna kill them, I'm gonna go, oh, it's a bit cold, it's a bit cold. Right. Okay, bad idea. And then Hitler, I've got a better idea. Oh, it's the same idea. So no wonder they set up the Eastern Bloc. They wanted a buffer zone. It wasn't fair, but that's what they did. So they're kind of, that's where they're coming from. And it's about 20 million Nazi Germans died, but they did start it. They did start that one. And, yeah, so it was that. And France hated the war because, southern France was collaborating with the Germans. Embarrassing. So since then, they've been kind of spiky and kind of French. And I'm very positive on the French. My family way back was French, so I'm just, I go with it. But they are kind of fucking French at times. All of Europe, you must do this. Well, we're not gonna. We're gonna have a sandwich. And Germany and Japan, they do seem to have a natural instinct in a very generalized way for organization and being military. But there's a very strong Green Party there now. There's kids with beards. It's getting okay. And I just think that Japan and Germany should be the peacekeepers of the world. They should be parachuted in whenever something breaks out. Parachute Germans and Japanese in. Who'll go, look, we've done this before. We've done the killing. Hello. Take it from us. Just chill out, all right? And that they organize peace really efficiently, really quickly. All right, peace is organized. It'd be brilliant if they could do it. That's their destiny, man. Yeah. And Italy invented fascism in 1922. Mussolini said, right, we're all fascists, but most Italian people are always on scooters going, ciao. And they're into football and life, and they're not fascists, you say, we're all fascists. All right, ciao. No helmet on. All those 50s films like Roman Holiday, it's just like that. Everyone's just cool and hangs out. So after the Second World War, the whole, world was going, come on, Europe, give these countries back. Come on, we've had a bloody war. Let's give them back. Britain, what? What's that behind your back? Oh, it's India and a number of other countries. Give them back. Oh, all right, there's that one. There's that one. Falkland Islands. Oh, we need the Falkland Islands for strategic sheep purposes. Yeah. And then it was a case of no empire, no longer. But in America, it was different. The Founding Fathers landed in 16... They set off from Plymouth and landed in Plymouth. How lucky is that? This is Plymouth. We've just come from Plymouth. We've gone round the circle. Lads, back on the bus. They finally got there and said, this is where our God has brought us to. We can practice our religion here. We can raise a family. There's nobody here. Excuse me? There's nobody here. Yes, a land empty of human existence. Who the fuck are these guys? What's all this, please? No, we don't want any of your food, thank you very much. Just put some clothes on. Meanwhile, that winter... Excuse me, do you have any food? I love all this. Lovely idea. Yes, I'm sorry, we're a bit brusque when we first arrived. We didn't realize you owned the entire country. But you have no system of ownership. Interesting. Maybe that can come in useful later. Food, thank you very much. Very nice. Yes, there's more of us coming, but we all keep our promises. So the American government lied to the Native Americans for many, many years. And then President Clinton lied about a relationship, and everyone was surprised. A little naive, I feel. I'm a fan of machines as well. I like machines. When I was a kid, when you have that spark of invention, I invented a helicopter that goes underwater. Bit of a death trap, but the spark was there, And the Grim Reaper, I think he should update. He has the Scythe of Death. But there was a point where the Scythe was a very modern piece of equipment, just after the Iron Age. You know, and people saying, you've got a scythe? What the hell is that? We just got wooden scissors. Get Mr. Digital over here. Ding. Grim Reaper should update. It's 1997. Get the scythe, throw it away, and get a lawnmower. One of the big petrol-driven ones. He'd look great walking along, a huge back. All the dead people get in the bin where the grass grows. And then he could do those turns like your dad did on the lawnmower. They scared the shit out of me. Because they were eating grass, yum, 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 yum. No grass, no grass, no grass. Oh. They'd go spare when you took them off the ground. And we had one when I lived in Northern Ireland, and my dad would start it up. It'd always take 3 goes to start it up. I think he wanted to get a crowd. And he was there, one, no. One, no, don't think so. One, no. It's all these bits to adjust. And I realized, because I drive a car now, there was a choke there, starter there, accelerator, brake, radio, glove compartment. The glove compartment is a lie in cars, isn't it? You know, you never have gloves in a glove compartment. You're never opening 50, 60 pairs of gloves. God, everywhere, gloves are drowning, gloves. Oh, glove death. Inside a glove compartment is usually a bit of an apple, a cassette with no holder, and a map of Belgium or something, you know? Yes, we had the big lawnmower. It was much better than the one my granddad had, which was a push-me-pull-you, related to the cleaning equipment of the same name. My granddad had that little triangle of lawn, and and the grass would go, oh, for fuck's sake. Stay down, lads, stay down. It's just an air raid, no problem. They'd flatten the lawn out, put it away, they'd go as he was walking away. And my gran would be in the kitchen adjusting a cake on her head. The lawn's even bigger, Grandad. That was weird. When your gran called your granddad, Grandad, and you were there going, he's your granddad too? Are you my sister? And you're my father's mother? What the fuck went on in this family? Yeah. Toasted. Ah, toasters are good. Like them. Like toast. It's got a toaster there, but it's got a turny dial knob thing on the side. And it lies to us. It does not tell the truth, for it has numbers from 1 to 6, and they lie. You set on 4, you put bread in on 4, and boom, comes up 3. 3. This is 3 toast, no good at all. Hardly done. You set and change to 5, it comes up 6. This is 6, all burnt, all burnt. Scrape. Oh, fuck it, forget it. Because the toaster's in there going, stay down, lads, stay down. Stay down, go for the burn. No pain, no gain. No fish, no fowl. No socks, no shoes. No hair, no haircut. And the other toast going, what the hell are you talking about? I don't know. It's quite like saying it. I think with toast, it's 1.5 times for each piece of toast. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong here. Toast goes in, comes up, soon, immediately you don't even look at it, you whack it straight down again. Then you wander around the kitchen with one eye on the toaster. The whole automated idea is lost as you have to... Because the toast waits, and it's going, wait till he looks at the cup of soup, wait till he looks at the cup of soup. And then you're there going, cup of soup, pot noodle, cup of soup, pot noodle, cup of soup, pot... Oh, no, Spartans, oh, no, in the bin. And you get stuck in there, and you know you're not supposed to put a knife in. But you're an adult now. It's your toaster. You want to live on the edge, so get knives in, toaster, get knives. And forks as all cutlery in the toaster. And use a whisk as well, whisk, get it in. Take it and do it in the bath, Do it. Eat a jam sandwich at the same time. And light matches, burn the house down. The same people who make toasters make showers. For they have a turny button too that lies. For we know turn for hot, turn for cold. But the only position we're interested in is the position between there and there. 1 nanomillimeter between fantastically hot and fucking freezing. Everyone who gets into a shower, they immediately become like a safe breaker. You have two positions in the shower. One position is this, and the other position is this! What the hell? Stop using taps! Everyone in West London, stop using taps! And there's someone in the same bathroom as you going... And you're going, hey, stop using taps, I'm in the shower. I am not using taps, I'm letting a mouse run over my hands. You see, we need a generator in the ark, and the mouse is going to run around. Noah's downstairs with the ark. And Noah's shouting up the stairs, hey, the ark's double parked in a puddle. Will you get a move on? It's true, it's in the Bible. I was going to be in the army when I was a kid. Yes. And I say that, and people go, oh, no, I was going to be in the army when I was a kid. Because if you're transvestite, you're actually a male tomboy. That's where the sexuality is. Yeah, it's not drag queen. No, gay men have got that covered. And this is male tomboy. And people do get them mixed up, and they put transvestite there. No. A little bit of a crowbar separation, thank you. And gay men, I think, would agree. And it's male lesbian. That's really where it is, okay? Because it's true, because most transvestites fancy girls, so fancy women, so that's where it is. So running, jumping, climbing trees, putting on makeup when you're up there, that's where it is. Yeah. So I didn't join the army, as you might have noticed, and yeah, because there's not much makeup in the army, is there? No? They only have that nighttime look, and that's a bit slapdash, isn't it? That's a bit... And they look a mess. And so you can't join, even though the American Armed Forces have a distinct policy of don't ask, don't tell towards the alternative sexualities. If you're a bloke wearing a lot of makeup, you know, I don't think they need to ask, really. And so you can't join. They go, no, you can't. It's wrong shade of lipstick for the army, I'm afraid. And they're missing a huge opportunity here, because we all know one of the main elements of attack is the element of surprise. So what could be more surprising than the 1st Battalion Transvestite Brigade? Airborne Wing. The Airborne Wing parachuting into dangerous areas with fantastic makeup. And a fantastic gun. And the opposing forces going, fucking hell, look at these guys. Hey, look at that. They've got guns. Jesus, where's their guns? Ah, bugger. I was so surprised. Were you surprised? I was surprised. Anyway, so yeah, so boom, boom, boom. And yeah, also if you're a transvestite, you get lumped into that weirdo grouping. You know, there was a guy in the Bronx when I was in New York. There was a guy in the Bronx. He was living in a cave, like you do, and he was coming out and he was shooting at geese and you know, a lot of weird things going on with this guy. And they found in his cave, the police picked him up. They found a collection of women's shoes and they thought, well, maybe he's a transvestite. And if he is, he's a fucking weirdo transvestite. I'm much more in the executive transvestite area. Travel the world, yes. It's much more executive. Like J. Edgar Hoover, what a fuckhead he was. They found out when he died he was a transvestite, and they go, well, that explains his weird behavior. Yeah, fucking weirdo transvestite. Executive transvestite. It's a lot wider community, more wide than you'd think. So, yeah. But puberty was, well, before puberty, I was, at school, I didn't tell kids I was a transvestite, because I thought they might kill me with sticks, you know? Why? I don't know, he said a word we didn't understand. And he won at Scrabble with it. And Engelbert Humperdinck, yes, he was, man. That's not his real name. He's from Britain, but that's not his name. There's very few Humperdinks in Britain. He was born Jerry Dorsey, and not Engelbert Humperdinck. His parents were not Mr. and Mrs. Humperdinck. They never said, what should we call our son so he does not get the shit kicked out of him at school? We shall call him Engelbert. Good, that'll work. No, his name was Jerry Dorsey, and he released songs as Jerry Dorsey, songs such as "Oh, of the Cho," which didn't work because no one could hear what he was saying. And then his managers obviously said, we're going to change your name, Jerry. It's the name that's the problem. And his name changed from Jerry Dorsey to Engelbert Humperdinck. I mean, I just wanted to be in the room when they were working that one through. Zingelbert Bembledack. Yingibert Dangleband. Zangelbert Bingledack. Winglebert Humptyback. Slutbunwalla. What? All right, Kringlebert Fishy Buns. Stevie Buns Buttrundles. No, Jerry Dorsey. I like Jerry Dorsey. No, we can't. Oh, we got Zingelbert Bembledack, Tringlebert Wangledack, Slutbunwalla, Tringibun Fiscal Bars, Dinglebert Zendeldack, Jerry Dorsey, Engelbert Humptyback, Zingelbert Bengledack, Engelbert Humperdinck, Vingelbert Wingledank. No, go back one. Engelbert Humperdinck. That's it.